Sports snippets. Dennis Sullivan, what the heck's going on, guys? Wanna take a few moments here? Gotta talk about that amazing game on Friday night, Game 6, Eastern Conference Finals. Heat pull it out in Boston, 111-106. Before I get started, if you do like the content of this particular video, you know what to do. Go ahead. No one's going to stop you. Hit that thumbs up. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. Obviously, that is Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. Let's get started. The Jimmy Butler performance. The Jimmy Butler performance. Oh my goodness. This was a Jordan-esque. Yes, it was. This was a Jordan-esque. I was thinking before starting this video, should I really say that the Jimmy Butler performance on Friday night reminded me almost of a Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter? It kind of did. 47 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Jimmy Butler was phenomenal. And you look at this Celtic team, they have, we all know this, but they have about 3 or 4 players. You factor in Derek White now off the bench playing like he's playing. This is a really talented team. The Celtics' future is very bright for this team. Very bright. And yes, they still could win the series. It's down to one game, right? Sunday night the 29th. Game 7 in Miami. Unbelievable. And, when you look at this Heat roster, make no mistake. Now, you know who is pushing the buttons behind the scenes. We all know Pat Riley, right? He coordinates and puts together this roster. You see guys that have been picked up for this season, and PJ Tucker won a championship just last year with the Milwaukee Bucks. You don't think he was big down the stretch? Are you kidding me? Some of those defensive plays. Victor Oladipo, who now a year later paying major dividends. Did you see that charge that he took in the clutch? If anyone ever had a clutch taking of a charge, that was it. Not to mention Kyle Lowry, another guy picked up during the offseason, another guy who has a championship ring a few years back with Toronto, with the Raptors. So you look at this Heat roster, and you know what? The future is so bright for the Celtics, but the time might be now as far as going to the NBA Finals for the Miami Heat. If this game is close in the second half in Game 7, it's going to go to the advantage of the Miami Heat because of all the veteran, savvy play that they have, that they exhibit. Of course, led by Jimmy Butler. Unbelievable. The Celtics, though, they got some. We already knew this. Let's go over some numbers real quick, and then I'll kind of work back into some of the other things that I picked up on. But Jason Tatum, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. The guy's amazing. 2 steals, a block. Al Horford was quiet as far as scoring. He only had 3 points, but he did have 9 rebounds, 5 assists. And Robert Williams added 12 points, but he only had 1 rebound. He blocked 2 shots. Jaylen Brown, going into Game 6, was the MVP of this series, in my opinion. Not even my humble opinion, because he was clearly the MVP of the series. I think after seeing Jimmy Butler's performance, though, I think he may have something to say about that now. But Jaylen Brown, still 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Marcus Smart, another solid game, 14, 4, and 3, a steal. Derek White, 22 off the bench, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, a block. Grant Williams, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and it looks like an assist and a steal. No, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal I have for Grant Williams. Now, here's the thing. Celtics played 7 guys. Heat played 8. Technically, the Celtics played 9, but Peyton Pritchard only played 3 minutes. A little over 3.5 minutes. Aaron Nesmith played something like 13 seconds. But Peyton Pritchard, he could be a good factor for the Celtics, guys. He's a good shooter. I'm not aware of any injury or anything like that. I'm not aware. If so, please comment below. I'm just not aware. The Heat played 8, technically 9 also. Duncan Robinson only played 5 minutes for the Heat. Didn't score. P.J. Tucker, now of course Butler's 47. P.J. Tucker 11, 5, and 1, and then he had 2 steals. Bam, quiet, but I'm okay with that. I mean, whatever it takes. I mean, he did have 9 rebounds. He had a steal. He had 6 points. Kyle Lowry was big. He had a double-double, 18 and 10 assists, 4 rebounds, a steal, and a block. And remember, Kyle Lowry fouled out with just over 2 minutes left. And I know Heat fans were just kind of looking up in the air like, oh no, this could be it. Oh no, this might, you know what? This might be it. This might be it. Season might be over. There goes Lowry. He just fouled out. But no, because I'm telling you, the difference between these two teams is the veteran leadership. It is. It is. And it's not a knock on the Celtics. It's not. The Heat in the veteran leadership department, you could say next to the Warriors, this is the best team in the East in that department. I mean, the Milwaukee Bucks are awful good in that department too. Max Strus played pretty good by his new elevated standards, 13, 2, and 2. Victor Oladipo, he took that charge. 9 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal. I'm telling you right now, guys, the Victor Oladipo, it's hard to believe he's like 30 years old now. The Victor Oladipo acquisition is so big right now. The Heat would not be where they are, I don't think, without him. Because with Tyler Hero has missed the last 3 games. I'm not sure exactly of his status. I believe it is uncertain still for Game 7. That's a huge acquisition that we just didn't see right away when they picked him up last year. Gabe Vincent, 2 points, 2 assists, and a steal. He didn't play that bad. I mean, he wasn't too involved in the offense as far as scoring and that type of thing, but he's a solid player, as we all know. Caleb Martin played a little bit less, somewhere in the 12, 13-minute range, but he did add 5 points and 3 rebounds. And then, as mentioned a few moments ago, Duncan Robinson, played roughly 5 minutes. So, guys, I mean, all things being equal, I'm going to say this. The Miami Heat are playing Game 7 at home, and what got them to Game 7 is this. This is one of the most simple things I'm ever going to say on any of these videos. The Miami Heat are playing Game 7 at home because the Miami Heat have Jimmy Butler leading their team. And the Boston Celtics do not. That is the difference in this series so far. Now, I will say this as I close out this video. If the Heat, I'm expecting the Miami Heat to get a little bit more solid contributions, not just from Bam. This is all, no. Because there's been a lot of other players who have kind of faded in and out of the series. So there were a few clutch performances by the Heat in Game 6 that needs to be duplicated, and maybe a little bit more than what we saw in Game 6. Because if not, the Celtics are going to have a good chance to win Game 7. They are. And this strange thing about this series, very unconventional, in that the home team has lost 2 out of 3. In other words, Celtics are 2-1 in Miami in this series. Miami is 2-1 in Boston in this series. So it's almost like a home court disadvantage in a sense. However, this is Game 7. So the Heat are going to get a little bit more of a boost. But you know the Celtics are more than likely, they're going to be going for that early knockout punch. They're going to be looking to put the Heat away and put them away quick. Silence the crowd, take the crowd out of it, get on a roll, jump out to like a 20-6 lead or something crazy like that. I'm sure that's going to be a big part of what they're going to try to do. Because whether they want to admit it or not, I'm pretty sure, guys, that the Boston Celtics know that if this Game 7 goes the same way Game 6 went, in that they're pretty much tied with 2 minutes left, right? 3 minutes left. The Miami Heat are going to once again have the advantage due to the veteran leadership on this team. And it really is, well, it's not that simple, but it kind of is that simple. So let me know what you think. This is going to be a huge Game 7. These are two really good teams. And you know what? With all due respect to the Warriors, I keep hearing, Warriors. Yeah, they're a fantastic team. They deserve to win the Western Conference, no doubt about it. But let me tell you this. The Celtics and the Heat, in my humble opinion, are a little bit better than the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks are good. That's another up-and-coming team. But in 2022, the Heat are a little bit better than they are, and so is the Boston Celtics, in my opinion. So I will talk to you again soon, guys. Let me know what you think. Bye for now.